So this is a formal on-the-record conversation, and anything you say...
Look, I don't consent to this being recorded, Mr. Cook.
That's fine. I note your lack of consent.
Sorry.
So, first of all...
it's best, I think, if I ask the questions.
No, it's not best if you... No,
so
the court has ordered you...
Tell me how...
The court has ordered you to have a conference with me.
Yeah.
If you would be in contempt of court if you do not cooperate. No, I do not want you... I will not let you ask the first question.
What are the issues?
The court has ordered you to cooperate.
We had a discussion about...
The court has ordered you.
No,
first, can we acknowledge the court's order? The court has instructed you.
Yeah, the court's ordered for us to have a summary case conference. I just want to ask...
So we could reach a consensus on whether or not you can support the application that I'm making.
All right, but so we're going to discuss two things. One, firstly, a summary case conference in relation to the charges.
No, that's not what we're discussing first.
No, that was the order. And then,
no, there was no sequence of things.
Which one would you like to discuss first, Shivesh?
I would like to discuss the special mention.
All right, so...
First of all, could you please help me with this? If you could connect this to the PowerPoint there. Just near the floor. There. Thank you.
I don't know if it's going to reach.
Can you pass it from underneath it?
Okay.
If you turn it on, thank you.
There you go.
No, from underneath the...
Got it?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so... Did you file a special mention application?
No, my firm did. But before...
Do you have a copy of it?
Yes, actually, I
Could you send it to me?
Yeah, sure. But you had Shania, Court Officer Shania, Ms. Shania, I don't know what her last name is.
Mm-hmm.
She advised you that the Legal Services Board had sent an email to the court.
Well, I just want to discuss the special mention.
If you had a conversation, it's improper for you to not tell me...
Listen,
this is about the special mention.
What's the special mention about?
But this concerns that. Now, you need to tell me what the nature of that conversation was, because it would be improper for you to keep that information to me.
Tell me what the special mention is about.
Well, this gets affected by that. If you're not able to tell me
No.
what the conversation was about.
Shivesh, you're going to make this difficult.
I'm not going to make this difficult.
About? What is the special mention about? Tell me what the special mention is about, and then we can discuss whether it can be heard today.
No, but you had a conversation with the court. She's confirmed that they called you that time there.
I'm not...
So you could tell me what it was about.
No,
the Legal Services Board had specifically written to the court so they could attend the special mention.
I'm not discussing anything relating to that.
So you had a conversation.
I'm not discussing anything.
When I go out, I will point out that you refuse to...
You can point out what you want, but I want to discuss the special mention.
So the special mention is in relation to the subpoena application that was filed last time.
Do you have a copy of the subpoena?
Yep. But you're a public administrative officer. The public sector values require you to be honest, cooperative, and forthcoming.
Please show me the subpoena.
You will not rush in.
Just show me the subpoena.
It will go quicker if I can just say things in one go. And I'm not interrupted before I say them in the 10th go. Because I promise you I will not stop until...
Just talk, all right, and we'll discuss the special mention.
Sure. So you're a public administrative officer. You are required to conduct yourself in a fashion that bolsters public confidence in public sector values. There's a section of the Public Administration Act that lays out what those values are.
What's the special mention about, Mr. Cooksall?
I told you already.
You haven't told me.
I told you that some documents were discovered through the subpoena. Then you asked me for a copy of the subpoena.
Yes.
I'm bringing that up, and you keep interrupting that by asking me what it was about.
You don't need to remind me about any obligations.
I think I do, because you lied in court.
Just tell me...
You lied in court. I very much need to
what we need to discuss.
I'm logging in to my computer as we speak, so I can give you the copy of the subpoena application. So, tell you what documents were discovered in the interest of saving time. Well,
that would assist. Thank you.
So, in order to get an application for a search warrant, pursuant to Section 465 of the Crimes Act, a police officer of rank of at least senior sergeant needs to affirm an affidavit setting out the proper basis upon which the the search warrant is sought. In my case, the affidavit was affirmed by Limara Fairgrieve and witnessed by Naomi Burke. The affidavit was fraudulent.
Yeah, that was what, sorry?
Fraudulent. It said that I have a criminal history, which I don't. It said that I was the director of the company that had taken the property, which I wasn't. This was in the affidavit. And I'm suing the state of Victoria for unlawful arrest, false imprisonment, misfeasance in public office by various people, including the prosecutor who acted improperly at the last hearing. Not the last hearing necessarily, but the first hearing when I sought bail. And I have a recording, actually, of the police officers. And they've sworn affidavits after that, which directly contradict what the record... No, hold on one second. Let me just...
Can I just try to summarise? No. Is it the case that you want the search warrant affidavits? Is that what you want?
I want to be able to use it in the Supreme Court. There's a principle called...
So do you want to apply for leave for it to be used in the Supreme Court?
Yes. Okay. Will you support that? So yes.
Do you have... Well, what's the status? Was it released to you?
Yes. You should have that information.
Do you have a copy of it?
Do you not know what happened at the last one?
I understood that.
No, but you have a very thick file which has all the applications that were filed in this proceeding, including the emails that I had.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I understood that.
Can you read this email?
I understood.
This email from my lawyer?
No,
the one that was sent on the 25th of
Can you just clarify
January.
whether or not this is correct? I understood that the court released that you take notes about the search.
No, it was provided to me. I have a copy of it.
Okay.
Now, there is a little thing called...
If you just show it to me on your screen, then that'll satisfy me.
And then you will support its use?
No, not necessarily. No.
Then...
What do you want to rely on it for what? What's the Supreme Court proceeding about?
Let me just bring up the documents. This I can do.
So, is the special mention that you filed an application for leave for the search warrant affidavit to be used in the Supreme Court?
I didn't file the special mention. My law firm had. Legal Services Board has interfered with their operation today and then spoken with you about the interference, which is why I wanted you to confirm exactly what the conversation with the Legal Services Board was. You're not confirming what the conversation was. I have the court officer, Shania, on record, telling me that she discussed and she asked you to call or something to that effect, Legal Services Board, about the matter. Now, I'm not sure why you would not tell me what exactly... She said that you would tell me what the conversation was, and that's why she called you to the counter.
I just want to discuss the case, the special mention, and the bail variation.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Let me just bring up the paperwork for the case.
Sorry, who is it?
What's
My name is Suresh.
It's actually in relation to the stolen property that's in Starlight.
Do you want to just give me...
What do you mean by stolen property?
Everybody's garage.
That's not stolen property.
It is now because you haven't given it to the people.
Well, where... Okay.
Summarise.
You just kicked me, by the way. You move back a little bit, so you...
20 minutes.
That's
You're
fine.
cutting me off.
No, I'm not cutting you off. You're cutting me off. I'm just...
discuss
Give me
the
2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna get my phone to her. Yeah. Can you give me my phone to her? No, I can't talk to you. But you're already expired. You always...
Because...
No, please don't. You're trying to... No, you're trying to not hear what's on this. Let's give it 5 minutes, please. Let's just give it 5 minutes. I cannot do justice. It's a 4-hour recording. I'm not playing the whole thing.
We can't see.
That's fine. I'll open the transcript at the same time so we can... She's so stupid, this person.
What am I listening to now?
Let me just bring up the transcript so I can read exactly.
And what you're showing me now, is this relevant for the special mention?
Absolutely.
Or is it relevant for the case?
Well, disclosure obligations, then a lot of other people...
Alright, so you've got the subpoenas,
Yes.
and you've got the material. Is it correct that Magistrate Robertson ruled on that?
I don't know, my law firm handled it.
You weren't there on that day?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
It's beautiful stuff. This is a conversation about how... So this person has given an affidavit that she was not at the property, Naomi Burke, when she is at the property.
So,
Let me just bring up the transcript. I'm there now.
Just to assist us, is it fair to say...
Sorry, when you say us, are you including them in neither us?
What I'm saying is the parties to the proceeding. I'm saying so we can say the court what the issues are with the proceeding.
If you don't tell the court about this now...
Is it the case that in relation to the charges, fair to say you take issue with the
No, I
police
don't.
investigation?
Where's your search warrant? She's mocking the fact that we were asking for the search warrant.
Alright.
Search warrant hasn't been issued yet.
Okay. Alright.
He said you can't take my phone. I'm a lawyer. What's that?
Seized my phone already without the search warrant being there.
Who's this?
Robinson. So she's marking the fact that when she was seizing my phone, I was advising her that I need the phone because it has important information in relation to a proceeding that was to be brought before the Supreme Court imminently.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the phone was seized pursuant to the search warrant, which they hadn't even applied for by that time.
Which you say.
Which I don't say.
So you say that there was correct to say you think there's no power to seize it because there was no search warrant. Is that right?
I think that's a very dishonest categorization of it.
I'm just trying to
Be dishonest.
not be dishonest,
You were
Shivesh.
dishonest in court.
Shivesh, I won't be spoken to that way.
Well, I would
Now,
not be treated.
I won't be
I
spoken,
won't be treated
listen, I won't
by
be spoken
people
to
that are
way.
supposed to be my fiduciaries.
Now listen,
in
we're
this
here
topic.
to discuss what the special mention is,
This is not really good.
and we're here to discuss the
You know who I am?
charges.
Do you know who I am?
I know that you've been charged with these offences.
I know who I am.
I know that you've been charged with these
Do you know that I'm
offences.
completely impervious to these tactics?
I'm not.
Do you know
I'm
that
not-
I have participated in hundreds of hearings and
Look,
this doesn't work on me
we're not getting anywhere, Shivesh.
because you are operating in bad faith.
We're not getting anywhere.
You're
and
operating
I'm
in
really
bad faith.
trying to
You're not-
understand.
Then read
in
the
fairness-
transcript.
In fairness
Read the
to
transcript.
You,
I have it open now.
can I suggest this?
No, read the transcript. It's open now.
I don't. You still haven't given me the transcript.
It's opening. You see here? You're supposed to be a model litigant.
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what the special mention's about.
I told you for the release of the affidavit that was used to procure
You
the...
just said that you already had it.
Yes, but I can't use it. Do you know what the Harmon principle is?
Oh, no,
Can you tell me what the
it's
Harmon
for
principle
release? Okay.
Can you tell me what it is?
You get leave to use a document that's been released for a proceeding to be used in another proceeding.
That's right. So I want to use it
All right.
in the proceeding in the Supreme Court.
Could you send me the application that you filed for that to occur?
That, again, as the LSB lady would have told you today, that application was filed by my law firm.
All right. So you don't have it? Maybe if you ask the court, they might be able to give it to you.
See, the court is going to say, the court instructed you to cooperate with me. You're not cooperating with me.
I'm doing my best to cooperate, Shivesh.
You're not doing your best. I think that's not fair to say.
Can you tell me what the nature of the Supreme Court hearing is?
Yes, let me just bring up the transcript. 1 second. If I'm not interrupted so much, I will not.
No. Just
Please, 1 minute, let's not talk. So I can.
for you to show me the transcript.
Yes, because you keep interrupting me.
All right. No.
You can't wait for.
I don't just while
I
you're
said 1
just,
minute.
Just while you're doing that, in relation to the application for leave to use the affidavit search warrant in the Supreme Court proceeding, that's probably all you need to tell me about that. You probably don't need to give me any further information.
And what is your position?
I'll need to take some instructions in relation to
From Olney?
So I'll need to speak to internally at Victoria Police what our position is in relation.
Here we go. I have the transcript now.
All right.
Here we go. Just identifying which ones.
I think, Shivesh, that's a pretty simple one.
Here we go. No, here's the transcript, right? So we have, this is the transcript.
I think, Shivesh, the court will probably say...
No, can we just read the transcript? Here. I'll read the best parts. And timestamped and everything, so I can go to the right part.
Yeah, just
And play
show
the-
me the relevant part.
So I ask, do you have a search warrant?
Mm-hmm.
Naomi Burke. Yes, it's at the court. It's with the magistrate. This is at 1:50.
Can I just ask you this? Are we now talking about the special mention or are we talking about the substantive proceeding?
Both. Now,
He says,
It's at the-
do you have the search warrant?
she
And
says it's at the
says,
magistrate. So I say, you have entered the property, you were inside the property. Yes, you have. You and the other, then Robinson guy, Robbo. Because we were there for like 15 minutes. Well, I didn't know, this is me. And then it's either Robinson or Jeremy Stevens, one of those people. He says, we showed you who we were. My partner held up his identification and identified as the police. That's Olney. Lulu Shu. Yes, and I asked him to go out unless... So they had jumped the fence, gotten inside the property. She saw them inside. Olney and the guy with him. And he says, yes, that's right. We will get the warrant. No, the guy with him. It's either Jeremy Stevens or Robinson. Then Shivesh cooks out. So you don't have... Sorry, why have you arrested us if you don't have a search warrant? Naomi Burke. We can still arrest you without a search warrant. The search warrant is with the magistrate at the moment. So you're in custody in relation to the offences because we have enough evidence to arrest you. You're going to be taken to Werribee Police Station for interview, and then we're going to do a search warrant on the address. But you have a search warrant, is what I ask. She says, with the magistrate at the court. The application had not been made at that time. We know from the timeline. And then she's sworn a false affidavit to bolster things up. And then the other guy with her says, that doesn't mean... So I say, but you don't have a search warrant. And she says, it's with the magistrate. And he says, that doesn't mean that we can't place you under arrest. You're under arrest. Regardless, and then Naomi Burke says, regardless of whether there's a search warrant or not. I can play this for you.
No, that's okay.
So you're trusting me. Don't go inside there and say, these were contentious matters, blah, blah. No, it'll take thus this long. But I'm telling you, you will be committing misfeasance in public office. If after you are a public servant, you will be lectured by the public.
I'm here
on
to discuss
on your property.
Okay.
On your property. That's right. We were on your property, but we haven't entered the premises. That's what Stevens or Robbo.
At what point?
This is at just before 2:00, and then Lulu Shu says, "Yes, you entered," and he says, "I jumped the fence." And Naomi Burke, do you have the car keys?
Yeah.
And no, I say.
All right.
Now let's just go.
No, can I just say?
No, the best part is coming up.
All right. Tell me the best part.
The best part is this was sent to the Crown Solicitor, by the way, 2 weeks ago.
All right. If you want to send that to me.
No. I'm going to read out the best part. So
I'm saying later on, if you feel free to send that through to me. You've got my contact details.
I will definitely send it to you. Don't worry.
And the recording.
I don't know about that. I haven't even sent it to the TV stations yet.
All right. Well, you leave that in your hands.
I will send it to whoever's on the other side. I'm not sure whether it's going to be you or the
I'm prosecuting the matter, so you want to send it to me?
Well, you are right now, but
I'll have carriage for it from.
It's been changed a few times.
At this stage, I'm the prosecutor who's been assigned this matter, so.
Oh, we'll see after the hearing.
If you want to.
Yeah. Fucking hell. When I said to him he was under arrest, he goes, "What do you mean theft?" He goes, "None of the stuff is stolen." And I said to him, "Well, you haven't delivered it as promised." So he goes, "That doesn't mean I stole it." Mitchell only. He's like, how would you go proving a theft charge with that? To Naomi Burke. Naomi Burke, excitedly. Easy. It's stored here. He's meant to have delivered it over a year ago. Well over a year ago. What's his Mitchell only, Naomi Burke. He's got to prove it. Now, I'm not a director of the company, by the way. And that address was a business address of the company. It used to be the registered business address of the company until a month ago or so. Naomi Burke, Limara, van being driven out by CIU, our members. Thomas Scott, organizing members, no assist. Oh, there's a really good part here. No, just one other.
Can I just ask you this? That's a lot of very good information you've given me, Shivesh.
No, one second.
Is this? I understand from what you're telling me, you probably want to plead not guilty to these charges. Is that right?
No, I'm criminally insane, and I want to be jailed for having been set up by corrupt officers who were colluding with Channel 9, the weasel from Channel 9.
All right, so you don't...
Yeah, this is really good too. Very good.
Shivesh, I'm just...
No, very good. But we're going to... No, Naomi Burke. And then, if we need to sort everything out on Saturday and Sunday, we'll do it as best as we can, as we did last time. Mitchell only. But we're not going to know until the victims are there. And you don't actually see the results of the search from the next week once you've collated it all. Naomi Burke. We sent ours off for gorgies with closed boxes of stuff, and it went through in the end, I think. Mitchell only. Naomi Burke, didn't it? Mitchell only. I don't know
Shivesh?
How this went. No, this is very... Do you have the keys to here?
Yeah.
Mitchell only. It's open. I'll leave... So they have now opened the door.
All right. So
at 2:00. Now,
listen,
this
Shivesh,
is very important.
I know it's all very
Naomi
important.
Burke, yeah, he's come out there,
What I'm gonna mark
gone
down,
under the trees. She's talking about seizing a truck.
as I understand it...
She's talking about seizing a
Shivesh,
truck.
Can I talk just one
Can I
moment?
just
It's a
read this
two-way-
part?
it's a two-
You're not
as I understand
sympathizing
it,
with
you
me.
take-
I have been the
You take
victim.
issue with the search warrant at the police time of the arrest. Is that right?
Yeah. What's his name? Shivesh. He keeps claiming he's a lawyer. He's not a fucking lawyer. And then...
Shivesh, I'm going to have to
Naomi,
cut this
but
off
how long
because
do you
I
reckon
need-
it would take
I need to
for
talk to
the
Lulu.
warrant to come up?
Yeah.
How long do you reckon it will take for the warrant to come up? Did you find a key for it or not?
All right.
They're talking about getting the key for the truck from inside the house. Now, he says, yes, it's completely full.
Shivesh,
It says,
we-
ah,
I
bullshit.
think now-
Well, it makes it easier.
Shivesh,
Naomi
Shivesh.
Berg, it makes it easier to take the truck. It just means we don't have to fill it up.
Shivesh,
Well, it's out there. And then the guy says, can we just seize it?
Shivesh,
She says, yes, we'll just say it was proceeds of crime. The order explicitly said they couldn't seize any vehicles.
all right. I'm noting that down, that you take issue with the validity.
We'll
of
get the
search
media here
warrant.
too. And he really fought hard to get his name. He fought 3 times in the Supreme Court. He's reciting the last current affair
All right.
broadcast.
All right. Shivesh,
He's done it before.
Shivesh, last time I'm going to ask this before I leave the room. Do you want to discuss the bail variation now?
Yes.
All right.
My
The bail
grandmother
variation.
is. I wish to see her. I want my passport to be released. I want the bail to be lifted. And I want there to be. I can give a personal undertaking that I check with the police every month. I have to, unless I'm in India visiting my sick grandmother.
So you want your passport to be released so you can travel to India?
I want no restrictions on my travel generally.
Okay.
I'm happy to,
When are you planning to travel?
within the month, I'm willing to undertake to visit a police station every month or speak with the police every month or whatever to keep them aware of my whereabouts or any other thing that you think will be helpful.
So how long do you want to travel for?
How long? Because I don't know what I will find when I get there.
All right, so because I'll need to speak with the informant about that.
Informant is on me. He knows that I have the transcript because
No, I'm talking about the bail variation. No.
he knows that we have a copy of the transcript.
Yeah.
So one of the things that was subpoenaed was information about who did what, where people were, who entered the house. He gave a sworn statement about who entered the house.
And you think it's wrong?
It conflicts with this.
All right. I think we've got enough information now.
No, but do you want to have a look at the search warrant affidavit? I have it here too.
I've got a copy of it. But just, can you just show it to me? I just want to make sure.
I have it.
I know that you've got it.
Again,
It'll just be a quick look and I don't have to touch your phone.
this is very stupid what they walked into. Again, this went to my law firm. They had obtained it. The LSP has fucking prejudiced the thing, which
That's all right.
I'm gonna try and look it up from the email
I
exchange.
think while you do that, I might go see if Lulu wants to have a chat now.
No,
And then
one
you
second.
You can perhaps
Also-
show that to me just before.
One second. We will find this thing.
If you just want to grab me.
No. Hold on 1 second.
Shivesh, it's already 1:45.
Do you want to see the search warrant thing or
I
not?
do, but I'll give you time to find it. You can find it. I'll go ready for a chat.
Well, I'll come out with you. 'Cause I'm coming with you.
Do you?
Thank you. And also, I want to be able to use it in the Supreme Court proceeding. The affidavit. Lulu,
Alright, Lulu.
do you have a copy of the affidavit for the search warrant?
Yeah, I do.
I couldn't open the thing. So I played the recording for him.
Oh, yeah. Which part? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You know that.
Turn it on. It's so far.
Is he crying? Did he say shut up? Yes, did you also yesterday?
He's like, no, I didn't even know.
Oh, you log into your own accounts, right?
He was like, this would be too tough for a competent person.
You log into your own account. He's gone. Tomorrow he's gonna do. You know that? No. Tomorrow your other case, Smith.
Here we go. This is the application. You can check out. So I do not have a criminal history, despite what this says here. No. I do not have a criminal history, and let's just clarify. One second. Let me confirm that is using his mobile phone to capture evidence. Investigators also seek. So they wanted to get my mobile phone after the search warrant, not before, when she was still asking how long it would take to get the search warrant. Also, let's just focus. Now she's sworn an affidavit saying that I was trying to run away with the car. In the transcript, she asks, "Do you have the car key?" I said no.
So you say that she's not credible about your position?
No, I think she is a horrible, corrupt, crooked police officer who should be jailed
I'm going to have a chat
for
with
committing indictable offences. No, Can you confirm I don't have a criminal history?
I'll have to double check. Okay.
Can you check that? No, hold on 1 second.
It's okay. You can have a look and then you can have a further.
Check before you go in.
Got it for a guy. Is that reception?
Has previous criminal history.
Yeah.
Unlawful arrest.
Talking about charges, we're not talking about.
The charges have been dropped. You wouldn't tell me what the legal services board lady spoke with him about. It's very good. Well, it's good that I know. What the fuck do these people think they're doing? Unless they've also hired someone to take me out.
Playing late today, we can ask this as well.
No, I don't want to.
No, I just want to sit there.
No. We joke, but there's actual under-resourced people that the police are exploiting. The guy was asking me, so your position is that you're pleading not guilty after reading?
Duh. I don't know. Try again.
I said I'm criminally insane. How the fuck do these people... No, I haven't slept in a while.
Well, I have that now.
Also, you're not addressing the court with the LSB watching. That lady is from the LSB. The only person attending on the court link. Saw a transcript of the hearing. It's the same person who attended the FCC hearing. First part is we're paying for these assholes too. There'll be actual people pretending to be lawyers and scamming people off. No. I think Peter needs to talk to his conscience. Oh, come on, Maria, stop. Particularly targeting spam.
I can show you the...
Can you check my criminal history before you go in?
It's okay, I have it. I'll show you. If he consents to your bail, if we can lodge it today.
It's too late for that. So a bail application has been filled out.
All right.
If you consent to it, you can log it down.
It's not going to be by consent.
The variation is not going to be by consent.
So,
Why would it be opposed?
So the informant will have to speak to that, but the informant will need to be present.
Informant,
Yes.
only. Guy who was in the recording.
Yes,
Sorry, can you make eye contact with me when you're talking?
On-
Also, he wouldn't tell me what the matter with the LSB was about. You know, earlier when we were talking about you telling him about the email from the LSB and that he could confirm what the discussion was about, he wouldn't tell me what it was about, the prosecutor. I know, but I wanted to, you, I'm told, advised him that he could call that person. So you're confirming you did. Now, he wouldn't tell me whether or not he called that person. He does, because he's a prosecutor.
I'm just
Don't
speaking
cut
with the
me off.
coordinator.
I'm speaking with the coordinator.
I'd appreciate if you don't
Sorry,
cut
I
me
was
off.
speaking with the coordinator
Okay.
when you cut me off.
No, I was here.
We have
and you've
evidence of the
approached
fact
me.
that who cut whom off. He's a prosecutor. He's